Right on. So I've let this, this is the next day, by the way. I let the primer dry. It's seems to be all right. So I got this new idea for making sure I sand this son of a bitch down level. Let me grab it for you. So what I got here is a couple of aluminum sanding beams. This one here, this is about 24 inches. This is, I think this one was 7 inches or something like that, 6, something like that. So anyway, what I'm going to do is they supplied me with these long strips of adhesive-backed sandpaper. And so what I was having problems with before is when I was using that other sanding block, like that one right over there, for some reason it wasn't going level across. I was coming in and doing like one of these kind of things. So screw that. I'll put a ridge of paper on here, and I'll use this. It's you know, it's actually made for sanding like a fretboard. Make sure it's nice and flat. But I really want this guitar to be nice and flat, so I think this is going to be an okay way to go. So I'm out of here for a few minutes. I'll be back. All right, there's the beam all set up with the paper. It's adhesive backed, so it's on there pretty good. And the good thing about this is, just go over here. See the length of the guitar compared to the beam, so that should make my back and forth action a lot easier and flatter. So let me give this a try. I'll be back. Well, there it is, back to black again. I just shot the first coat of black on here, and it's definitely going to need 1 or 2 more coats. It's just I don't know. It's not coming out very good. Maybe it's too humid out. Maybe it's not hot enough. I don't know. There's always some kind of freaking problem. Anyway, I'm going to let this stuff do its flash time. I'm going to give it a couple extra minutes because it's not really super hot out today. And, well, I'll be back. So here it is after the third coat of black. And, you know, this is still, I mean, you're still using automotive enamels. And I gotta say, I had way more fun when I was using blacker. This stuff is just not wanting to play along. So what's going on, if I could figure it out, somehow, look at all the like specks of shit in there.
Put your best foot forward without stepping on any toes. With hangable shoe storage. Spend more
Right
time
there.
reading the books and less time
It's pretty horrible.
with customizable shelving. Plus, find comfy bedding and colorful decor to add your own splash of style. Visit your local IKEA store or IKEA-USA.com/ready for college.
So I'm going to let this coat flash out. I'm going to throw on another coat of black, let it flash and probably dry out, and then I'm going to try to like sand it again and see what happens. And it looks pretty bad. So anyway, I'll be back in a little bit. So there it is. It's not looking too bad, but there's still some sections that I just don't get why they're looking like they look. I mean, you saw me put the grain filler in there, but there's clearly places like up here on the horn. You can see that there's it just didn't fill in. There's another place that was right right along in here. I don't know. Like I said earlier, I didn't really have all these problems until I switched over to automotive paints. I mean, even the lacquer I was using, it was old automotive lacquer, and it was pre-mixed, and it freaking shot out nice. Everything worked good. I don't think I had to restart any of those 4 times over. So I don't know. I think I might be going back to lacquer after I get done with this one. But anyway, I'm not going to put any more black on there. I'm going to let this thing dry. It says it's dry to the touch in an hour, so I'm going to give it about 2. And then I'm going to come out here and use some 800 grit sandpaper and see if I can even some of this out. And then clean the surface off and spray on the last quart of. It's actually a pint. Hope it's going to be enough. But yeah, I'll spray the last of the candy on here, and hopefully everything will work out. If not, I can always call an exorcist. All right, I'll be back in a little bit. All right, well, this stuff's been sitting for about an hour, and it says it's good to go after an hour, but it's not. It's still pretty damp, actually. So I don't know what's going on. I'm just not having any luck whatsoever. I did find the source of those little specks that are in the paint there. Well, that's from all the forest fires and the falling ash. So that stuff's coming in and being part of the paint job. So that's just great. So anyway, I'm gonna let this stuff dry for another hour, and then I'll come back out and check it out and see what's happening. Yeah, it's just not hot enough right now. You know, it's probably only, I don't know, it's not even 80 degrees out. It's definitely cooler than it was just the last couple days. But that's slowing down everything. So I'm gonna let this stuff sit. I'll be back later. All right, I'm gonna start doing some wet sanding. This thing seems to be dry enough, and I've got nothing better to do. So I'm gonna grab some, I think maybe some 800 grit, something pretty fine, and just see what I can do. So I'll be back. Well, there it is again. So I just got done wet sanding it, and then I just got done throwing on another coat of black. And it's a little smoother, but it still just looks like crap. I don't know what else to do. So I'm gonna let this coat dry overnight, and then tomorrow or Sunday or whenever, someday, I'll come back out here again and I'll wet sand this thing and see if I can get it ready for this last freaking coat of paint finally. I don't know. But if you do know the name of a good exorcist, you might want to give him a call. All right, I'm out of here. I'll see you next time.